country.
With Donald Trump set to retake the Oval Office, how will New York respond to his calls to crack down on illegal immigration?
I don't understand how the state can do anything worse than it already has because it's already a sanctuary state. The sanctuary policies have been a complete disaster. It has led to becoming a magnet for illegal immigration. That is a fact. And so I applaud the fact that President Trump wants to come in and crack down on illegal immigration, illegal being the key word. And my concern, though, is that as we've seen time and again, my colleagues in Albany are going to use it as a point to combat the very policies that Americans and New Yorkers, I believe, truly want to see. We should be repealing the sanctuary policies that Governor Cuomo had put in place via executive order. New York City must repeal its sanctuary city policies, and Mayor Adams has acknowledged that. He will make some modifications in that regard, and the right to shelter policy that New York City has in place as well. I mean, when you look at the fact that we've spent $4 billion, more than $4 billion as a state to deal with the migrant crisis, which was caused by the horrible policies that were put into place that allowed for the poor southern border, coupled with the sanctuary policies here in New York, which attracts and acts as a magnet for illegal immigration. It has to change. What are we doing? This is the problem that New Yorkers are having. They don't have the confidence that we're going to actually implement the correct policies to reverse the horrible policies that Democrats have put into place over the last number of years.
Last year, lawmakers were able to get a housing deal across the finish line. Is there more to be done?
The most common sense answer is for the legislation to be passed, which has been proposed, which I co-sponsor. It was authored by Assemblyman Burgos of the Bronx, that would reset the rates for rent stabilization. Because fact of the matter is there are tens of thousands of vacant units here in New York State that simply cannot be occupied. And they cannot be occupied because they have to be brought up to code. But the investment for the property owner, it just doesn't make economic sense. So they leave them vacant. So we can actually put tens of thousands of units back on the market at an affordable rate, that are affordable units. And that is what needs to be done, I think, immediately. Unfortunately, there's been politics played in this regard, and it has stalled all those efforts. But I'm hoping that we can renew the push this year because it makes the most sense.